Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Nicole of Study Plan Sleep. So this video was going to come out a little later, but I decided to record it earlier after one of my subscribers asked, can you tell me how to kind of plan out studying? She said she has kids, if I work or if I study 3 to 4 hours a week, realistically, how much can I get done? So, again, I was going to do this later, and I really would like to share how I studied first before I go into what I've kind of written down here. And just so you guys know, I finished all 4 in 6 months and 9 days. And if you did not know that I finished all 4, go check my most recent video where I go over whether or not I passed BEC. So that's fun. But basically what my life was kind of like, I started January 1st. I was taking 2 condensed courses that were 2 weeks long. So my 2 courses alone gave me about 4 hours of homework every night. It was a semester's worth of work shoved into 2 weeks, and it was unbearable. And I was studying for FAR. So I would basically start my day at 8 a.m., begin studying at 9 a.m., and I wouldn't get done with my work until 9, 10 p.m. most days. I was easily studying 12 hours a day. I took like half an hour break for lunch, dinner, showered every other day. I really limited that because I just felt like there was no time. And I changed that dramatically, studying for audit, reg, and BEC, because I knew that I needed my personal self-care time in order to stay sane. So that's just a side note. But with that said, during that time, I would put in 7-8 hours of studying for FAR. And how I would do it is, I'm just going to throw this back for a second. Okay. So I would spend, let's say, Monday to Thursday, and I would do 2 sections a week. So Monday and Tuesday, I would do the first section, and I would basically split up the modules. If there was 8 modules in the first section, I do 4 on Monday, 4 on Tuesday. Same thing, Wednesday, Thursday, I would do the second section, and 4 modules, 4 modules. Of course, there wasn't always 8 modules. Sometimes there was 5, sometimes there was 10. And then the lectures varied in length from 15 minutes to like an hour and 15 minutes was like one of the longest ones. Barely made it through that one. But that's kind of how my basic structure would be. Whatever I had to do to finish that section in those 2 days, I would do it. There was no other way for me to do it. It was a job for me. I was not working. I don't have to start working until November of 2019. So it was my job to pass this exam. The classes I were taking were a ton of busy work, but it was not crucial. So that's how my FAR days went. And then on Friday, I would do any catch up. Say a section had a lot of modules in it, or their lectures were terribly long. I would do any catch up on Friday. I would try to do Sims, and then the weekend I would save for reviewing the lectures, not really, but reviewing my flashcards, making flashcards, doing MCQs, and all of that stuff. I would try to do the Sims if I hadn't done the Sims. But yeah. And then Sunday night comes, and I would plan out my next week. Knowing what I had to do and when I had to do it was crucial for my sanity, in all honesty. So, that changed a little bit, not that much. Come audit, I had transitioned into, at the end of FAR, halfway through FAR, I would say, I ended those 2 classes. I started 4 more classes that were a semester-long class, so it wasn't jammed into 2 weeks. And it gave me like 2 hours of homework every night. So that definitely helped the cut back on the 12-hour days. But I would still say I spent anywhere from 8 to 10 hours doing work and studying. So it was not fun, but we did it. So yeah, I think that's my basic layout, is what I showed you with the breakdown of the sections. For one section for 2 days, one section for 2 days, separating the modules and whatnot. And again, it took me 6 months and 9 days to complete the whole exam. Now, going with that, for forehead, 10 sections. So I did 2 sections per week, so I spent 5 weeks learning new material. For every exam, for audit, reg, and BEC, I did 2 weeks of review. I think it's crucial, no matter what section you're studying on, that you stay consistent with your review weeks, because I got into like a really nice schedule of what I need to do. So like the first week, I would take the first 3 or 4 days and do the whole final review, lectures, book, and whatnot. And take that first beginning of the week and do all the lectures for the final review. And then either Friday or Saturday of that first week, I'd take my first mock exam. Based on the mock exam, I would set up how I'm going to schedule and study the second week. So that again depended on the first mock exam. Then of that Thursday, I took the second mock exam. I'm trying to think of what I was doing. And then going into Sunday, usually I had my exam on a Tuesday. Sunday day, I took my last mock exam, and then from then on, I just went through what I got wrong. I did so many multiple choice, I can't even tell you. Reviewed lectures that I was showing weaknesses on my mock exam and whatnot. So that's kind of how I did it. Now, I'm just going to give you a little breakdown. Going back over here. I call this like a little key. Alright, right down here I have a little key. So I say you can do 4 hours and get 2 modules done. Now, that's again given how long the lectures are, how many multiple choice there are, if you're taking notes or you're doing flashcards. There's a whole bunch of factors. But for me, it was an average about 4 hours for 2 modules. Now, this is just a little breakdown of the day that I kind of thought up about what people's normal routines may be. So I did 7 a.m. commute, 8 to 5 is work. Again, for public accounting, this is most likely not the case, but bear with me on generics. 6 p.m. you're home, you eat breakfast, holy cow, this is a long day. You eat dinner, you take a shower, do what you need to do, and then from 7 to 9, study. And of course, if you're a morning person, do it from 5 to 6, whatever you need to do. So I just put at the end of the day, just to show you when you should have time, I would dedicate, if you can only spend 2 hours a day, shoot for 1 module a day. So I would say do 1 module each day, Saturday, finish the rest of the modules, and then Sunday, review. Now, if you can do 4 hours a day, I would try to get 2 modules done each day, finish. Maybe Friday you might be done, or you might need to do more, so finish it Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday, Sims review. I would say do what you can. It is a very important test. It is a very hard test, but at the end of the day, don't lose sight of your life either. If there's something that you really should be going to, don't miss out on it. I know I did a little bit. And it is for a short amount of time too, but you don't know what you're missing either. My stand is awful right now. And my puppy's running around my room. So, there's that. So yeah. So this is kind of what I think it should take you. Granted, everyone studies differently. So, this might not be realistic for you. You may work a ton of hours and can only get work done on the weekends. That's fine. But you can do it, right? You can do it. FAR is a massive headache. I'm not gonna lie. But don't rush through FAR just to get it done. I know I did that, and then when I was reviewing, I was in like oh crap mode. I'm just reflecting, and it's not fun. So yeah, if you do this, I would give yourself then 1 week for each section if you're doing one module per day and then catching up on the weekend and whatnot. So for FAR, it would be 10 weeks and then 2 weeks of review. So that'd be like 3 months. That seems like a long time. I mean, that's what, 12 weeks, right? I think I just said that. That seems like a lifetime, and it might very well be, but I wouldn't rush through it just to say, oh, I studied for FAR in 4 weeks. I studied for FAR in 8 weeks. That's great if you can do it, and power to you. But if you can't, don't worry about it. Work at your own pace. I think that's most important. I can give you all the tips I can give you. I can try to break down how long it's going to study, but at the end of the day, you need to figure out what's right for you. I do think these numbers are realistic. They were realistic for me. But see what's realistic for you. And hopefully this helped you to create some sort of timeline. And I do wish you all the best with studying. If you have any questions, concerns, if you have concerns, comment down below. Hit the subscribe button. I'm going to definitely be doing more CPA tip videos. And yeah, stay tuned, everyone. I hope this helped answer some questions, especially the person who commented on one of my last posts. I hope this helped you. Bam Bam, don't do it. Sorry. There's somebody walking by the house and we are stalking them out the window, according to Bam Bam. Okay. So, yeah, I really hope this helped. If it didn't, let me know and I will attempt again. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.